Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rob the Boss, and today I'm gonna show you guys some Madden. Here I basically said about doing reviews on games you played, and figured why not do a gameplay and show you all the different stuff that Madden has in Madden 15 this year. And since I got the PS4, it's pretty simple to do for me. So right now, I'm actually in Madden's Ultimate Team game mode, which is basically almost like fantasy football, just that you have solo challenges to play, that you earn coins, and you put your coins towards players, and you can build your team however you want. As you can see, right now I'm looking through cards that I would be interested in getting, and right now I'm looking at middle linebackers. Mostly the ones that I know that are amazing, which is Sean Lee from the Cowboys, Bob Bowman from the 49ers, and Paul Postlesny from the Jaguars, all of which played at my school, Penn State. Right there I saw Paul Postlesny, which was a little cheaper than what they normally are. I was about to buy it, and it sold, so I was a little disappointed in that. This is one game that usually piques my interest, because it just something simple to do, something different other than the normal franchise mode, which I'll be showing you guys later. Because you get to build your team however you want, and then you can go up against other players in their creative team, and you could be going up against a guy who spent actual money on the game, or put 500,000 coins into his team, and your team could be with no money put in and spent 100,000 coins, and you could still beat him, which is awesome. This is one thing I like to do when I'm bored, is just look at different players I'm interested in and see just what their price is. I'm looking at Deshaun Jackson, my former Eagle wide receiver that they right there. I'm a little disappointed they did that, but he's a little out of my price range right now, but maybe one day I'll get him. This is another great setup that they have for Ultimate Team, is you can search based on the different collectibles they have, different programs they have, like the Team of the Week mode, the rookies, the legends, the elites, the gold players, silver players, bronze players. Pretty awesome. And the new thing they implemented in Ultimate Team is badges, which for those of you that played Ultimate Team before, badges are what you need to complete different sets to get better players, basically. The elite badge is going for a pretty hefty price, so most of the sets right now aren't worth doing, because by the time you put the coins towards getting all the cards needed for that set, card itself you're getting from it isn't going to be worth that amount of coins that you put into it. So the only way I'll probably be doing them is it's a player that I really like. I'm sorry for the audio. For some reason, my the audio on this video isn't working, which I'm a little disappointed in. But what are you going to do? It's a free recording software from PlayStation 4, so I'll deal with it, I guess. Alright, so now I'm going into the other new thing they've put into Madden, which is the Gauntlet, which basically puts all the skill trainer modes and randomly puts them in any sort of order, and you gotta complete them. And basically, you have five duties. Basically, if you don't complete that challenge, you have 5 more chances to do it. And once you lose those 5 lives to do it, the gauntlet's over, and that will be your high score. As you saw there, my high score is 19, which I think there's 25 or 30 levels of the gauntlet. So as you see, it could be as basic as being a defensive lineman and trying to keep them from getting a first down. There, just completely missed sacking RG3. Just basic tackle and drill right here. I like the new tackling system where he's got to be in the cone range so you can actually tackle him. And then the defensive lineman moves. At first, when I started playing, I felt like it was going to be overpowered because you can easily beat the offensive lineman, but after playing it for a while, it's not as bad as what I thought it was. And as you've seen, here's a boss move. Which every 5th rep you get a different crazy task, which this one is basically kicking, 112-yard field goal and hurricane winds. And as you can see, it was pretty simple. Of course, you never would have that, but you can always dream, I guess. Simple pass to my fullback now. The first down. And this is a good way to get your skill up because you get different plays that you got to do, whether it's on offense, defense, and you can learn the tactics needed to be moderately good at Madden. And there you saw the perfect above my defensive lineman. That just means that right as he hits the ball, you have to hit R2, I think. L2, R2, one of those two. And you get a boost off of the line of scrimmage. And then you hit C square there, and that's where they'll do either their swim move, a finesse move, or a power move. Square is a power move, X is a finesse move. My personal preference is, of course, the finesse move. But the power move is sometimes what you need to do because you get double teamed and you can't use your finesse move. This is my 3rd attempt here on this, and as you can tell, I'm just like, yep, I gotta do it myself. My secondary wasn't able to stop him. I gotta get pressure on RG3. It's a simple crossing out here. Just complete this. And I failed again. So now I'm on my last life. Gotta get this, and I'm worried that, okay, am I really gonna fail on you guys this early? Nope, got it. On to my next boss mode, and as you can see, I have a bunch of linemen in front of me and a bunch of defenders coming after me. But my lineman just gonna plow him over. Shady McCoy just hops into the end zone here for an easy score. That was a simple boss mode there too, but it gets harder as it goes. And hey, it's not just offense and defense. There's some special teams involved too. Here you see the arches that they added into Madden, and I actually really like them because sometimes when you're putting, you don't know where the punt's going to go, and this at least gives you a basic idea, so you're like, okay, I'm actually going to kick the ball out of bounds instead of 5 yards from out of bounds. Hit stick, they sort of, I don't want to say weakened it, but it's still in the game, just not as powerful as it was in the past. Field goal attempt here. And as you can see, they also did put it in for the field goal as well. And you could actually see the wind affected, as you probably noticed in the hurricane there. The wind was shaking it back and forth. Alright, next boss mode here. Now no offensive linemen, just defenders that got to juke out. This one's a really hard one, and you really need a lot of lives to get this. But Shady McCoy, no problem. Of course, he sort of looks like he faints at the end, but hey, got the touchdown. That's all I'm there. So throw a low pass. That easy pass. So we'll hear this a lot this season. Nick Foles to German Macklin. Since they got rid of Deshaun, maybe we'll learn Macklin a little bit more. Hopefully he can step up this year. And here you notice the other new thing they implemented, which is inaccuracy in quarterbacks. I mean, he was wide open. Nick Foles is a pretty accurate quarterback, and he just misses them. And I mean, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes it is your fault. Other times it's not. Sometimes it really gets annoying, but that's one thing that you got to start with looking at in your quarterbacks is their accuracy rating. The higher the rating is, the less inaccurate passes they throw. The lower, the more they throw. Alright, so next we're going to go into Connected Franchise. Bring up my fantasy draft team. I usually have 3 or 4 teams that I Connected Franchise I play, usually 1 or 2 fantasy draft ones. And this year I actually started a normal one, which I usually do the Eagles, but I decided the Jaguars are my pick because I feel like the Jaguars are going to be stepping up and becoming a pretty difficult team to play. I mean, I know my Eagles had a threat early in the game this weekend, but they overcame it. But in the future, the Jaguars, I think, could be very, very talented. They put Blake Bortles at quarterback, and Allen Robinson and Marquise Lee at wide receiver. Watch out for that. Alright, now I'm just showing you the new thing they put into Connected Franchise, which is how you earn your XP for players. And they also added in confidence, where if your player's been doing bad in games and struggling, that their confidence will go down. If they do well, their confidence will go up. And the XP challenges here, I mean, right there I showed you that there's different, basically skill trainer things you can do to get some XP. Or you can just do the simple ones here where you just develop them. Where you just develop set certain amount of hours to each thing, and you only have a limited amount of hours each week. But I find this a lot easier because in past Madden I got annoyed by having to play practices to get XP from my players to get them better, so I never really played in them. Had a tough time making them better in the long run. So here I'm just gonna add some XP to Johnny Manziel, who is my quarterback. I know you see there I have Michael Vick and Terrell Pryor as well. I'm going with the mobile quarterback. Let me just show you all the XP that I earned here. As you see, I have a lot of Penn State players, former Penn State players. the Honey Jones. Cyrus Red, which was with Penn State, then when the sanctions came, he transferred to USC. He's now at the Redskins. He was on the bubble of not making the team, the 53-man roster, but he got it, and I can't wait to see how he does this year and the coming year, because I feel like he can become an elite back. He has the skills to do so. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put my XP in. You said to upgrade Shannon and Manti-Te'o. I really didn't like pick him in the fantasy draft, but he was, for where he was, and I needed a second linebacker for my 3-4 defense, and I just figured that he was the best I could do with where I was in the draft, and it's not too bad in the game, so. Let me put the last out of here. So it's red. No, it's 6 more, so I'm gonna go and put him in the Zach 18. And then the rest of connected careers is basically the same as it was last year. Nothing really new other than how you earn your XP or confidence. Confidence will boost your player stats for a game, whereas XP will make them better over time. And for me, that's what I'm going with. I have a pretty young team, so I want them to get better for the future. I don't need them perfect right now. This is my second game in the franchise draft, and it was second week. It will be the Indianapolis Colts, which they will actually be playing this weekend on Monday night. And I have a funny feeling it is going to be a great game. I think both the Eagles and Colts pretty good teams. Colts sort of got embarrassed by the Broncos, but the Broncos, I think, are down to go back to the Super Bowl again this year. Hoping the Eagles can get close to the Super Bowl. I'm not set yet on how far they're going to go. I need to see a couple more weeks before I decide just where I'm hoping they can make it. As you can see here, their pregame little show feature people who were successful on each team. We saw the wide receivers for both teams. Of course, you can really hear this because it really made it a lot better for you guys to enjoy this and not just listen to me yabber on. But anyway, as far as the game goes, and how I look at it, it is a step up from Madden 25, and of course the best Madden yet. I mean, if they don't improve from year to year, there's a problem. So you expect them to get better every year, and hopefully just one year they really make a difference. And I think this year they did a pretty good job adding a lot of new features into it, and the graphics, which look amazing on the PS4. It sounded like the PS3 and Xbox 360 sort of got gypped on the graphics, but I mean, when the new systems come out, you gotta just expect them to make games for them, and the older consoles are just not gonna be able to look as fresh and clean cut as the next gen consoles are. One thing that I really like is that you can go through your receiving corridor like I'm doing and see just where your advantages are, whether it's, okay, is this guy's speed a lot better than the corners, is his height a lot better, am I going to be able to lob the ball to him and he's going to be able to jump up there and get it, or will the defender have the advantage? And then of course you can check your fatigue on your running back and lineman, and then who's going to be able to run block and pass block on him. So I really like all the different little things they threw in for the offense and defense to make it better. I mean, the fact that you can't break every single tackle, it's really makes the gameplay a lot better, because in real life you're not going to break every single tackle that you come into contact with. And yes, Marshawn Lynch can go beast mode and carry the whole team on his back and still score a touchdown, but he still gets tackled too. He can't break every single tackle, so the fact that they make it more realistic is a plus on my end. There was another instance of inaccurate passing against Johnny Manziel's. I'm going to get a lot of inaccurate passes from him, because I mean, he's built as a runner right now. He's not built as a thrower, so I should expect a lot of inaccurate passes from him. One thing that's still in it, at least for me, and that's because I'm pretty terrible at defense, is if somehow I can hold up the opposing offense on first and second down, but on third down, for whatever reason, I have a big problem with stopping them. It could be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15, and they can still easily make it out. I don't know if it's just that I'm that bad, or if for some reason in the game it finds a way to convert third downs all the time, but it sort of stings a lot. And there's another thing, defenses can't catch the ball. Defenders can't catch the ball very much. I don't know why Madden does it, but for whatever reason, they feel like defenders can't catch, and the ball can hit them into two hands and no one be around them, and they could still drop, and I just don't get that. That's one of the downfalls that I have with the game, is that defenders still don't catch balls for whatever reason. I mean, sometimes it's good. I mean, I throw a lot of bad passes, so it's probably a benefit to me, but it stings when I have a defender that the ball hits his hands and he just drops, and you can't do anything about it. So I'm hoping some of you guys who have either Elgato's or have a PS4, upload some of your gameplay and your reviews on games. I mean, I feel like this is a really cool idea to do, so that those that don't have that game could be like, you know what, I like that. That's a cool game. I mean, now I know most people in the clan, it doesn't seem like are very into football, so Madden's probably not going to be a one you're going to be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to go get that. I mean, if you got Destiny, put some videos up. Let's see what it's all about. Just tell us what you feel about it, how you like it, and maybe you'll find a few other people that feel the same way, or like, hey, you know what, I have a little different feeling about that. Who knows, maybe you'll get a couple people that are like, you know what, that game looks interesting, I'm gonna go buy it, and we'll have someone new to play with. Anyway, for whatever reason, my video stopped here, so I guess that's the end of it. I did record the whole first half, but I guess that didn't work. I wanted to show the whole halftime screen, but oh well, you get the idea. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you might get Madden. Maybe we'll play sometime.